Uh-oh. But it's all good now? It's all good now?
They can do that.
Oh, yeah?
But they, you should see the cat terrorizes my dog. The kitten terrorizes the dog.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
Okay,
second
playing,
half of the show.
playing,
I see
just
some of
playing.
you changed chairs. There's a couple of empty people. I think they're still in the can. Okay. Or left. It's a Sunday night. My name is Michael Williams. Thank you very much for coming out. As you know, the Blue Jays have won, so now they're in that magic.
Yes.
They're in that magic zone there, so we'll see what happens with that. Music here at Taste of Columbia, I've been doing this for about a year now, believe it or not. We started last year around this time with the gentleman here that you see before you. He was playing with a group called Boston Profound. They were the other act on the bill. They were opening. They were just absolutely magnificent. We haven't had a bad show yet. So how come the room's not filled? I'm working on it, okay? It really should be. We're trying to bring live music back to this area of Oakville, of course. There's the moonshine, and we wish them well, but this is completely different. So anyway, tell your friends, tell your family, and in 2 weeks' time, Liberty Silver, multiple Juno Award winner, Liberty Silver. She was the vocal glue on Tears Are Not Enough with David Foster. She sang with Stevie Wonder and just about everybody. She's still in town. She's been here before, and she's going to come back yet again and do 2 shows for us this time. She's got a Christmas show on December 11th with sort of a best of our open mic people and a best of whomever has graced the stage that wants to come, and yourself, of course. And she's going to be here on the 16th. That's going to be a great show with Eddie Bullen and Mark Robertson, a very good friend of mine, who was the guitarist for a group called Bullfrog at one point in time. Amazing band that had Kid Koala in it, and they're just great. His new record is great. He'll be debuting some tracks off of that here, and so we expect to see you for the rest of the season, and we'll be posting the schedule really soon. If you go to Michael Williams Presents Sunday night, then you will have all the shows. Hang on a second. Bill?
Yes.
Can you ask her to turn off the salsa music at this point? Thank you very much. By the way, every Saturday night here they have salsa dancing and all that, so if any of you have toes that need to be twinkled, okay? So now we have the second, thank you, we have the second part of the show, and thank you again for staying. A very good friend of mine, we did a show last week together with the full band.
That was cool.
It was great out in a place called Spot One in Brampton. And this time he has another gentleman playing bass, because you always seem to find these criminals for bass playing. So he's just been paroled, ladies and gentlemen. He's only gotten out today. He was taking his girlfriend, I understand, for her, was it her birthday?
Yep, we were
Okay.
next door at the plank doing the birthday thing.
They were there doing the birthday thing. So, as like most musicians and criminals, he drags his girlfriends to his gigs because she has no choice.
Well, otherwise I wouldn't have a drive, you know.
Yeah. What's a bass player without a girlfriend? Walking. Great. Okay, so much for my stand-up. Thank you again for coming. I really appreciate it. I think eventually this room is going to be packed and overflowing with people, because they'll hear that they'll be missing these absolutely great shows when they could be sitting at home watching 60 Minutes and politicians lie and all that sort of stuff. Music is much better. Music is much better, and it's one of those things that if you have it in your life, it's a keeper. It's a good day. That's why I do this. That's why I did much music and all of that, because I have no choice. I have no blood. I have musical veins through here, musical notes running through the veins as it is. And this month also, there's a book coming out. Christopher Ward wrote a book on much music. For those of you who are older than 5, you know that I actually had a real job at one point in time at Much Music and with CTV and all that stuff. Well, I'm featured in this book. There are great pictures of me, really. When I was young and looking really good, there are some great pictures, so check that out. Some great pictures of me too. Yeah, yes. And we've done all kinds of shows together. Remember the show at the Spectrum in Montreal? I was the voice and the announcer and all that. It was an absolutely great show. And to see these guys anytime, the Spoons in Montreal, the home of, you know, bands like Genesis and Gentle Giant and all that, and progressive rock in general. And I used to work for the station Showman FM, and we played the Spoons ad infinitum from Nova Heart on straight through. So ladies and gentlemen, can you please give a warm taste of Colombia El Salon, Michael Williams. Give him a welcome, Mr. Gord Deppe.
Mike, you're gonna stick around, right? 'Cause
I'll stick around, we'll chat.
I love the talking in between.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, I know, so you can do it from there. It's like,
I'm going to do it from here. I know something I'm a lot older now.
it's
I
not
don't
gonna be
wanna-
weird going back to the CDTV.
It's gonna be weird, you know, going back
Changed
there
so
to this
much.
party. I immediately wrote and then I erased it, but only you will know in this room what I wrote. So if I see it on Facebook or something, I'll know who it is. I wrote immediately, I got the invitation and I sent back the RSVP and I said, why is it going to be in that building? Music doesn't live there anymore. Because much music is now, for all intents and purposes, it's sort of shut down. But they have something going online, which I guess, you know, children and millennials are going for it. But I mean, they have no conversations about John Coltrane, Jimi Hendrix, or even worthwhile conversations about, you know, any real music now, because they don't do the interview thing and all of that. So it's not sour grapes. I would just like to see something happen with music, you know.